Today, from Portland, Oregon, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Portland Snowhawks taking on the Brooklyn Barons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the Portland Snowhawks. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And how about that?
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when at the beginning of the season he was not named the starting quarterback, but when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity, and by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
They'll start with the option. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Darnold's pass complete to Christian McCaffrey.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Darnold on the
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
good.
And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Snowhawks, nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy has never said.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, the 30, past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Portland.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd down now, darted. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Carried by number 34. Taken down at the 41. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Pass. Complete to number 30.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11 now. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and the 11.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Dillon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here we go. Right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
The end result, 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run here with Dillon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
10. Aaron's 3.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Trey Flowers. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Tackle made right at
our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
First down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
52.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
1 yard line.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
At the 14-yard line.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Operating from the gun, Lang. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Lang. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. On now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
With the score.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
2nd down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw on second down. Lang. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Looking to throw. Lang. That's to McCaffrey. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is McCaffrey on the give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Off play action. Lang. He's going to look deep for more. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And as a result, possession switches hands. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 1. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Delay of game, offense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Snowhawks 13, Barons 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And let's shift our attention to this defensive unit as they march back onto the field. And they have been disruptive in the backfield. And how often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, you're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block them. You know, if there's 2 guys there to block them, they'll bring 3, and that 3rd guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end, and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never outnumbered by the defensive guys coming in.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Lang, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw. Lang, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Lang. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Lang. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Lang, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and now back out comes the offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Barons.
From the gun, Lang. And that's incomplete.
Lang.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Lang. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Lang's pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watkins. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's good.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length.
Aaron's 3.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Lang throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Lang. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really on this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
The 3rd down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Dillon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.